Whenever I first approach a tree, it is good to get a feel for the tree, and they almost feel much more sentient than they seem to be. That's what I love about working with wood. It's got a very deep feeling of history and the value of the history as well. Well, I hope I'm going to do it justice, and it'll have another long life ahead of it. I don't think trees are ever completely dead. Even in a dead stump, there's life, but shaping it can really bring it to life again. And I love that idea of bringing something new to something that was dead, or something new to something that was decaying, giving it life again, I suppose. With the history of the church, and also the opportunity to create a sculpture of a strong female figure that was obviously very influential in the lives of the founders of the Methodist Church. What she must have imparted to have Charles and John so fired up that they start this movement that's based so firmly in values. There's just so much richness in the history of that family that's all based around her and her teaching. It's a shame not to acknowledge that. Thinking about the pose, the look and the expression of the sculpture, for me my first impression was when I first saw the pictures of the tree, and you had those two branches which needed to be arms. Those arms having one pointing upwards and one pointing more or less downwards. The one pointing downwards had this beautiful curve to it which actually fitted perfectly with the elbow and a hand, and there was a bend in the branch just at the point where it was right for the wrist. For me, that was kind of, it's a beckoning, it's an inviting gesture. And the hand pointing upwards was obviously it's a gesture to heaven. It's an inviting in to say, this is the way to go. The face needed to be warm and welcoming. It needed to have peace, but it needed to have strength as well.
Captured the kindness and also the intelligence, the sharp mind, combined with a warm heart, which is very much a legacy that she hands on to her children.
Yes.
And one that we continue to learn from.
Yes.
Astonishing.
I've found all sorts of different things in trees that the tree has grown round, and with this one just behind the back of her head there was this curly wire that it was probably far enough back that it would have been a time that BT used trees as part of their telecommunications systems rather than putting poles up. You know, if there's a natural pole up there already, why not? What I feel is valuable to me as an artist is people's reactions. One of the main things about art is it gets people talking and it gets people communicating.
It's quite peaceful, but powerful. It's nice to see a woman.
To hear that it's inspired happy feelings in kids that have been born into lockdown and born into this world where there is barely any interaction, to have something to give a talking point, I think is really valuable. One of the things that's been really special about this is the fact that people have been really wanting to talk to me about it, and it's inspired them, it's got them wanting to ask questions. I feel like I've made friends this week, you know, whether it's Dixie the little dog that or the Iranian stone sculptor who wanted to talk to me. And I love connection with people and creating something that makes people want to ask questions about it is brilliant. I think it's fantastic.